Welcome to the desert of the real. Good morning. Welcome to JagCorner. Hope you like the little background change on the intro card. That's actually running off the Jag. And so, a long story short, or maybe a short story short, I don't know. I took another look at the code after the stream yesterday and realized I did figure out why it wasn't working. In fact, maybe I'll talk about that a little bit because it's left me a little bit confused because everything I've looked at said it was a valid way of initializing variables, but apparently not in this library. So there was some problems fixed there, got it working. It ran way slower than it did previously, and so I reverted the code back to what it was before. And so that's what you're seeing right now in the bottom left corner there with it running. So what we're going to do today is we're not going to try to optimize it or anything. I'm just going to add some menu options. We're going to do like color changes, the length of the drops, just an average length for that. And then what else will we do? Oh, we'll put an option for the trailing where it leaves a trail, and maybe we'll do maybe a random for that as well. Maybe we'll do a random color as well. There'll be an option for that. We'll build a list and go through that. And if we get through that quickly, which we most likely won't, but in case we do, we may start on another screensaver. Oh, and I forgot. I do want to do some janitorial work with the file system. So we're just going to move some files around, kind of organize things a little bit, and so we can, just to make it a little more, the project a little bit more manageable as it grows. So anyways, I don't know if there's anything in regards to news. If you haven't already, sign up for the JagCorner newsletter. Like I've mentioned in previous streams, this will be for exclusive content. It doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, that's where you'll get it. So, and I like the idea of having an email list that I can contact people who are more directly interested in what I'm doing, and to reward them for that. So that's what that's there for. And if I move off other platforms and stuff like that, I'll always have that email list. Email will be around for a while, and so I'm not planning on that. I'm planning on having that as a backup for this kind of stuff in case other things change on other platforms. I don't think there's anything here. Just kind of what we covered yesterday with Jumping at Shadows. It's a new game by Reboot that's coming up. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. There's always interesting topics like Atari Jaguar sales figures, somebody trying to figure out how much money they made, and stuff like that. This was kind of fun. This popped up on here and Twitter, I believe. Maybe just here. Somebody getting a Japanese Jag. And really, the only difference is, at least externally, is the sticker up in the top right corner. And then some interesting like fan magazine stuff. It'd be cool. I think there are scans of this. Somebody was posting like Amazon links or something. What's interesting about this is it's missing the RF box, which is interesting. But not only that, it still has plastic on the back. So this cut in the back of the plastic must be done after the plastic's made. It's just kind of interesting to figure that out after all these years. And it comes with composite cables by default, not an RF connector. I wonder why that is. I wonder if composite was just more widely adopted or something earlier on. He had a game here. Alien vs. Predator with a manual, a Japanese manual, which it would be cool to get a scan of that and of the Shuomingshu. That's how you say that in Chinese, but the manual, the console manual, would be cool to get a scan of that. It also has a 29th of January 1995, which is probably when this was printed, is my guess, or put into the box with the Jag. So, as far as I know, no Jag consoles were actually sealed. There was no, as far as I know, there wasn't any sticker. Like my box doesn't have a sticker on it, and it doesn't look like one was peeled off or cut. And so I'm pretty sure there's no seal that way, and obviously it wasn't shrink wrapped. Things just weren't shrink wrapped back then. Less people stealing stuff off the shelves, I guess. This is a unique power brick here. Keiyo Shoko. That's interesting. It has I believe that's the electric company symbol in Japan, or some sort of institution. I'm not entirely sure. Funny it was made in China. Our simple transformers, rectifiers, and no voltage regulation, so a Japanese one plugged into a US outlet will output a voltage that's roughly 20% too high. And the opposite if you're using a US adapter in Japan. The Jaguar is pretty tolerant when it comes to input voltage, so it may still work, but it's not recommended. Yeah, don't fry your Jag. You have enough of those around already. I recently purchased a new Jag, well, not a new Jag, a broken Jag. I'm going to do some repairs on it. I think I can get it working. It probably has something to do with the power regulator. So when you power it on, like everything, it seems to power on, but there's when you listen to it, you can't hear any of the CPUs, purring. Which most Jags you can hear that if it's running. If the CPUs are at least turning over. In this one, there's nothing, and so I think it'll be. Hopefully, it'll be an easy fix. We'll find out. If not, I have some extra parts, which I do need for some other Jags that I have. So, anyways, maybe I'll do streams of me soldering, so you guys can cringe at my soldering skills. I don't know. If you're in the chat, shout out. Love to chat with you. Today's going to be a little more laid back than yesterday, so I don't need to focus as much. Doing menus for code that's already there is a lot easier than what we were trying to do yesterday. And man, what a bunch of wasted time. It was like 3.5 hours. It ended up being about 3.5 hours, including the after the stream stuff to figure stuff out. But anyways, if there's anything you want me to talk about, I don't think there was anything on Twitter really worth talking about. Atari Jaguar Dreams did some more Jag artwork, and this time some pixel art. It actually looks pretty good. I like that. I don't know what's up with these dots over here, but looks really good. So I just spotted this morning. More good news for Atari Jaguar fans in the UK. If you missed out on Kings of Edom from Songbird Productions, this will be added to the store shortly. Both Asterite and Kings of Edom will be shipped from within the UK. Price of both games, including tracking and packaging. Anyways, this is awesome. I don't know why Drinking Craft said dough. Is there something I'm missing? Must be something I'm missing. Anyways, this is good news for anybody who doesn't want to pay. I know there's something called a VAT fee. I don't entirely understand it, but what I do understand is it's considerably more expensive for people to do one-off purchases from the States into the UK. And so what they've done here is they've purchased in bulk so they can get everything cheaper, so they can resell it. It's still going to be a little more expensive than it would be if you were here in the States, but it's still going to be cheaper than just purchasing it directly from the States, I assume. I don't know why else you would do this besides maybe faster shipping, but hopefully it is a little bit cheaper. No. I think that's it. There's nothing else too exciting, I don't think. Maybe there's one more thing here. Let's drop back out. Oh, my internet's chugging this morning. 3D mode. This is Atari Jaguar homebrew release is completed. Work in progress in 2022. So there's people building lists of this. I could have sworn there were 2 threads of this popping up. Probably this one here. but this one might be a little more organized. Anyways, I don't even think I'm on here. I might be on here. It's probably good that I'm not on here. I don't know if we'll get through Crescent Memories this year. So, busy. I'm being kept busy otherwise with my free time. So unless that dries up, I'll do some more work here on the streams, but I have to do a lot of work off the stream that I don't want to stream. And I got to find time for that. So we'll definitely do more work on it here on the stream, get some stuff done. Got a lot of painting to do, so I'm planning on doing some of that here in the near future. Okay, let's move on. So, let's see here. Let's move over here. Let's actually do some. I'm going to close that, and let me see if I can bring this up for you guys to look at. Doesn't seem to be coming up. Let me. Thought I had this prepped, but I don't think I did. Turn off view. Oh, there we go. That's why. I had studio mode on in OBS. Okay. So right now, all of our source files are here in the root of our project. I'm going to create one called Screensavers, like that, and 64-bit pill, and yeah, we'll do that. So if we want to add more screensavers, things will be a little more organized. I'm going to create some source files for this. Might be more headaches than it's worth. We'll find out. I'm just going to call this matrix. Yeah, we'll just call it matrix screensaver. And I think my make file isn't set up to handle this. So we may need to jump into Crescent Memories here for a bit, figure out how I have my make file set up there. I didn't want to do that. Execute, let's see if I can get Kate open here again. Oh, it's not updating. Why aren't you updating? Kate. Where are you? Dolphin. There you are. Okay. So we should have that. Yeah, here's our two source files for this, and I need to go through and just delete all this. And this is going to be matrix. Hopefully our file name isn't too long. I don't think it is. I think we're fine there. So that's good. And then, yes, we're going to keep that. Matrix screensaver. Change our. I actually don't know what these are called besides, if and def. They're definitions. I know they're used at the compiler to make sure things aren't doubled up or something, to just keep code size small, I believe. Somebody could correct me on that. We can keep most of this here. Yeah. We can keep, we don't need this, I don't think. Void screensavers. Okay, yeah, that's just the main one. Yeah, we can keep all this because we're going to be moving all this code over. So that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all good. Okay. Come over here, we can delete all of this from screensavers.h, like that. And then, so here's our main menu for the screensavers is right here. And then I have, and I already have it busted out. Yeah, I was planning on doing this apparently. I had the matrix screensaver in its own outs. It's not, the code isn't in the state machine that I have that switches between the screensavers, and so we can just cut this and drop it into here, like that. And we should be, and then I have to include this in our screensavers.h, include, and it's at /screensavers/64-bit pill. Matrix screensaver.h. I should probably name those the same, but I don't know. I think 64-bit pill might make this file name too long. That's why I didn't do it there. We'll find out. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we have to do. Oh. That's fine. There's it going into the matrix. I'm going to rename this 64-bit pill screensaver. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just make that, make clean, make. Okay, so this common assets, we need to point it to that. So it's // that should point us. Yeah, there we go. Unresolved symbols, so we can't find our. Do we have a definition for it? I don't know if I ever made, or a declaration. Yeah, right there. It's declared. So that's good. So why isn't... Oh, there we go. Still can't find it. Did I spell everything right? Screensavers? 64-bit pill. Let's just copy this to make sure. Screensaver, matrix screensaver. Make sure you spelled everything correctly. Oh, it looks like... No? I think we got it all. Okay, so I think this has something to do with the makefile not working. So I'm going to go open up. Well, I'm just going to jump over here to Dolphin. Going to open a new tab. And I know you can't see this, and that's fine. I'm just going to open up a few files here. You'll see that pop up here in my editor soon. There we go. With Kate. Okay. So there is. I need to do a comparison here. I don't think we need to change anything here. It's in the example file, if I remember right. So let's bring those both up. Looks like there's a extra graphics thing. I don't see anything else. I'm going to delete this temporarily. There's some difference in the skunk. And then a difference up here. I'm not seeing anything. So maybe that isn't the problem. Oh. I know what's wrong. I need to include that source file here. So it's /screensavers /64 -bit pill /matrix screensaver.c. There we go. There we go. It's working now. And let's make sure it's actually working here. Yep. Looks like we're fine. Actually, I haven't tested this to see if it crashes. I think we're fine. Okay. There's something I want to add really quick. Let me jump over to browser tab. Grab you. Oh, no. I already have it. It's right there. Just had it turned off. There we go. to stay in the mood, right? Okay. So that went a lot easier than I thought it would. What that will allow us to do is it will allow us to create a source file for each screensaver. It just kind of keeps things a little more organized. Yeah, that's all it does. So nothing too special. Okay, let's add a main menu. What we're going to do is we're going to treat it like a pause function. And so right in the middle of our code, when they hit pause, that's how they'll get to the menu. So let's just copy this and switch it to pause. Pause, like so. Is this right? No, we're not going to break or anything. We're just going to go to matrix pause. Function for matrix pause. Like that. Really simple. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to add a new function down here. Void matrix pause. And start coding. So first thing I want to do is I want to bring up two consoles. And we have those available to us in our common assets. We're just going to bring up console 1 and console 2. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. And to make this easy on myself, I'm just going to go to screensavers, find where I'm doing that already. So there's console 1. Got to remember what all these parameters are for. Open console. Yeah, just like that. And I'm actually going to bring the closed consoles as well. I had to. There was a lot of work figuring that out. I got it figured out. Before we do this, before we run into this, I was going to, just for my sake, really, so I can remember this in the future. So if you remember, let's see if I can find it. Maybe. It's actually gone now because I got rid of all the functions. Okay, for example, this up here. This the compiler doesn't like when I do new variable, comma, new variable 2 equals 0. It doesn't like that. And that was actually causing some weird memory overflow or something when I built my program. But if I separated it out like this, equals 0. If I did that, it started working. And for this, it isn't as big of a deal because in my loops they're actually reinitialized, and that's why it wasn't complaining. It wasn't giving me a warning for these I variables I was doing. But for example, in I have a fade routine in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. These three variables were stacked horizontally like they were before. So it's just red vec, comma, blue vec, comma, green vec. It was doing that, and that was causing the glitch. In fact, we can test that, see if it may have fixed it. I don't know if this is for sure going to fix it, but we'll give it a try. You'll see that I have this fade BG colors here, and what this does is the menu. Well, let me show you. Let me show you. Oh, something's broken. What did I break? I accidentally added a S. 272. That's just this is settings. We're gonna have to bring in global settings. I'll remember. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that. Okay. Let me show you what happens right now before I change this. So you go here. You see how the background's fading? Well, on my other menus, for example, if we go to the white, it does this nice fade up to white. And if you look at, and you should be able to see this. Like if I go to here, you'll see the background will fade to that gray. I want to do that for the matrix as well. So if we go here and go to the 64-bit pill, you'll see that it jumps straight to black. I want it to actually fade down to black. And before, what it would do is it'd fade down, but then it would, there was some sort of overflow going on that would make it loop back up to red, and then it would just constantly do that because it never, it never recognized that it was hitting black or 0 for that red value. So I'm hoping that fixing those variables, making them, initializing them individually will fix that bug, because I spent like an hour trying to figure out why it was doing that, and I'm like, everything looks fine, it should be fine. And it obviously wasn't because of that warning. In fact, I'm going to scroll up here really quick and see if we're getting any other warnings. See, right there. Conflicting types from matrix pause. It's because we haven't declared it, I don't think. Matrix pause. So if I go here, copy this, and just declare it. That should get rid of that. Yeah, so we have no warnings. Everything looks beautiful. Looks wonderful. So. Okay. What was I doing? I already forgot. Oh yeah, we were commenting the fade, the background fade. Cross your fingers. Where is it? Right there. Cross your fingers. That this works. It should work. Hopefully. If that was the only bug, so we'll find out. Oh no, that did not work. I wonder if there's something else I have to. Yeah, right there. I have to tell. So I have a global setting that when I change that color, the fade function recognizes that and goes to that. So it's a vector. So I can change that value at any time, and the fade function will automatically travel to that color. It's kind of nice. I call it a vector because it's like movement. Hey, look at that! It worked. Cool. So if I go back out. And there's a little bit of pause there because it's loading everything for the screensaver. I wonder if I should fade to black before that loading happens. I don't know. It's kind of a good indicator that something's loading. I don't know. It might feel like a crash. What we could do is just up here, after we set that variable. We can just in these for loops. We can just add this function, this fade function, as it loads. And that should, and we need to add a vsync. So you won't be able to control anything, but just gotta make sure I hit everything here. All the for loops. Oh, whoops. Make this look pretty in a second. I'm gonna add that to all those. See, I've actually never tried to do this before, so I have no idea if it's gonna work. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, it loaded. And now I see nothing. Why aren't you working? It might start working eventually. No? It is stuck somewhere. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a loop. Get rid of all this. Here. While and I can read this tom register. I can't. Oh wait, no. I can't read from this tom register. That's a problem. We'll just time it. Can we? Does my fade BG? It doesn't return anything. Let's see here. Fade delay counter, current fade color. Oh yeah, so we can look at current fade color. We'll do that. So our global setting current fade color. If our current fade color is equal to our S fade 2 color, and I think I need a double. I don't usually do this in the while statement. We'll find out here really quick if this is valid. We can just run this, and so when the current color matches the color we wanted to go to, then it should just break out of this loop. Let's give it a try. No. Why didn't that work? See, no, I just want it to work. There we go. Work there. It's not going to break out of the loop, obviously, because there's no way it's going to break out. Let's try it here. I should have just copied that. Copy. If. Wonder if it's just one. That doesn't make sense. As a parameter, it should be. Yeah. That's cause a problem. One. Let's just do this. I know this will work. We can break out of that loop. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. I'd rather it go to black and then the matrix shows up. And you know what I could do? I could do a quick little loading thing. I'd have to reorganize some stuff. I'd have to do. Oh no! This takes time. No, we'll leave it there. We got it. We got what we wanted. We may keep this in here in case we want to change the background color as an option, so you can do a black matrix or something like that. Ooh, an Atari ST matrix, where it's the green, the gem green desktop and maybe white text, black text. That'd be cool. Maybe we will do that. Maybe that'll be the first thing we do. Okay, let's see here. We gotta decide what's in the menu. Oh yeah, that's right. I get sidetracked. Open these both up. We're gonna do the first console will be. I think this is how many high will be the title. 32 across. I don't remember what all these values are. Let me open them up. Let me open up the source file. Source RMBlib. And this is include and console. Open custom console. So the XY position on screen. Oh yeah, and then the ID, the color ID, the index to CLUT, which will probably end up changing for this, and then the width and height, and then the layer it's on. Oh yeah, and we're going to want to change that to 1. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And then those will close as well. Let's just make sure this is working by just changing the background color. Tomregs BG equals OX, and we'll just make it magenta, like that. S undeclared. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to bring in our global settings to this function. Yeah, we're going to have to do that anyways because we're going to be modifying those background values and stuff in that global setting structure. Oh, too few arguments. So yeah, gotta 5 add s there. Okay, we had to pass in that structure. So matrix is up, and we can pause. That's how we know we're in the pause. It's going back out of the loop. I don't have it doing anything, but it is going in. So funny that. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we're going to create a while loop here. So we trap everything. It'll actually pause everything in the background. What's cool about what we're going to do here, maybe we should do this first because it'll be the most interesting. I just need to copy some stuff. Don't want to waste my time. We're live streaming. I want to save as much time as possible. There we go. Okay, there's those. We've opened our consoles. We have one that's 3 tall. We're going to put it at 8 pixels from the 8 pixels from the top, and then this one will be 24, 32. Let's put it at 40 pixels from the top. 40 pixels from the top. This should be 45, right? Yeah, and this is the color lookup table ID, which I think may be black right now. Let's print f. Oh, let me do this up here. To console 1, and this will just be. It'll just say 64-bit pill options menu. Like that. We'll print to the console here really quick. And we're going to break. I'm going to add a controller code so we can get back to the matrix by if you hit pause again. Pause. Yeah, if you hit pause again. That should work. This is a break command. That'll just break us out of the loop. Okay. Let's make sure that's all working. Down, hit pause. Hey, look at that. It's there. And if we hit pause again, it isn't working. Not sure why it isn't working. It doesn't look like it crashed. That's okay. I think, gosh, why? Oh, I gotta run down our controller counter. Should probably make a function for this. Yeah, right there. Hilarious, your voice is echoing quite a bit. Thanks for letting me know. Thought I had that worked out before the stream. That's not an issue. There's our problem. Audio properties off. There we go. Thank you. Accidentally had monitoring turned on, and it was coming out on my desktop audio, and so it was looping. Good. I'm glad somebody said something. I'm like 20 minutes into the stream. I am, 40 minutes into the stream. So thanks for saying something. Okay. Where was I? I was copying this so we can break out of our loop. Just put you right there. Controller actions. Okay, so now we should be able to break out of our loop. There it is. Good morning, Solarius, by the way. Oh, whoops, I was going to show the pause menu. Pause. And we can jump back out. Yep, just like that. Okay, that's working. And we can get rid of this. Okay, Y is X, Y. This needs to be 8 pixels. This needs to be 40, so we're good there. Let's make this 12 tall. 12 8-pixel blocks tall. It looks like we do need to change the background color. Let me do that just so we can see it. Tom eggs PG equals. Oh, how was I doing that? It was let's do 12 shift 11 or 12 shift 6 or and let's see here, 12 is a third, 3. Oh, can I do that? I don't even know if I can. Oh yeah, I can do that. It's 24. That should give us a gray, pretty sure. Yeah, that should give us a gray. Oh, semicolon. There we go. Option. Pause. Yeah, that gives us a gray. Cool. That's what I'm looking for. And yeah, that's only temporary. This is a debug. Okay, we need to build our menu now. So we got our title. We'll come and clean that up a little bit more later. But let's build our menu. Let's do this. Let's do it in comments before we build it out in code. We want, let's do our color settings. Maybe I should do multiple. I should do a state machine here. Should we do a state machine? We'll do our color settings. We don't have that many settings. Color, we'll do matrix color and background color. And what these will be is RBG values. And I think what we'll do is we'll do XX we'll do R XX B XX G XX, and these X values will change. We'll update those, and we'll do that for the background color as well, like that. And then we'll do random BG color. I should probably be capitalizing this. And I'm going to change this to BG color just to condense space. We may change that if it looks better later. So there are our color options. And then we'll do matrix code options to alter the matrix. So trail, toggle. We got to figure out how we're going to represent those toggles. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. Trail length. This will be XX. Yeah, it'll be 2 values for that. And then trail, or let's do one of these, code drops. This will be 3 values, because I think we're going to allow the user to select anywhere between 1 and 128. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Is there anything else? Got the length. The length, it will be capped. I know I have some limits on the length. I think it needs to be at least 5 long, if I remember correctly. 5, and we can make it technically as long as possible. We make them too long, it slows things down because it has to draw more blocks. So maybe we limit it to 16 or 24 or something like that. That may be it. I don't know if there's anything else. I kind of want to get these all figured out to begin with, so I don't have to shift a bunch of code later. We're using the internal console commands, and it works, but it's a little clumsy. Shouldn't be using it for menus like this. Like, I should be custom building a menu, but I'll leave that for some other day. We're going to use just the console functions in the removers library to do this. This toggle will just be, what we'll probably do is we'll do something like this. It'll be brackets with an asterisk, and that will just show whether it's toggled or not. What would be nice is to line everything up into columns like this. That would look really nice. Maybe do let's call this trail burn in. Is it burn dash in? It's hilarious. Are you still watching? Is it burn dash in, or is burn in a single word? I think burn in is a single word. I think it's been around long enough for that. How many is that? So we're going from column 9 to 37. That's 27 across. Oh yeah, so we have plenty of room. That should work there, right? 9 to 37. That won't work there. We have to do the whole width on that one. So maybe if I can, this is code. Actually, we're going to move this down here. We're going to move, I think this is how we're going to organize it. Code color. That's, I think, going to be the most interesting for people. We can go RND, random BG color, and this can be a toggle as well. So I can actually bring these in like that. Like that. There we go. Those will be toggles. Cool. I don't know if the random BG color is going to be, the random background color is going to work, because that may slow things down too much. We're only changing, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 colors, maybe 4 colors. So in the color lookup table, so that may not slow things down too much. I think we're good. I think that's all we're going to do. The only other option I can think of is toggling messages on and off, but I don't have that built out yet. So I'm going to RND messages. That will be a random, that will be a toggle in the future too, if that ever happens. Okay. Okay, I think we'll have our menu built. Let's go. Let's move on. Okay, so we can just build this out now. So code color. How many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. R, and it's going to start out with black every time. B, G, like that. How am I going to change those colors? That's the question. We could use the D-pad. The issue is I'm going to have to put some instructions on the screen. Let's start with this. This may change in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Code drops. This is, we'll start with 064, and let's make sure that that is, yep, drops total is already set to 64. Is that going to be a problem? No, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Just thinking through this. Because right now we're initializing our code drops to begin with up here with that define drops total. Yeah, right there. And what we'll be doing is when we leave the pause menu, we're going to be rerunning that. So we're going to have to destroy our drop structures and then rerun this. That may be the only one that gets updated. And that should be fast because it's just a few bytes of data at the end of the day. So, okay. So that's 64. And our next one is 64. Okay, yeah. Just sorry, I'm thinking ahead. Trail length. And what is that set to right now? I think I have that. Length max, length min. Okay, so this is an average. And I think our minimum is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be 5. I think our minimum's 5. And we're doing a max of 13 here. We could probably push that to 16. So what I'll do, see what I was planning on doing was just doing a slider for these. But that's a bit more complicated. I can do it. I did it with the balance thing. But I think what I'm going to do here is we are going to use a value. And it's just going to be arbitrary. So it's going to be 0 through 11. Essentially, we're going to cap it out at 0 to 11. How am I setting the length on the init? Delay length, yeah, so I'm setting it randomly there. And that's fine. We do need to change this, so we do need some global variables. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch these. These are going to be int drop length min equals 5. We're switching these from definitions that are worked out during compilation to definitions that are worked out here, that are declared and then defined in code. Drop length max 16, and we're going to do that with drops total as well. Int drops total equals 64, and I'm going to come back and clean this up because we're going to go to the beginning of our code, drop those in, and get rid of the declarations because we don't need those. Those are in the header file, and these are now globally accessible. Oh, whoops! We can get rid of these. Are globally accessible now to the matrix screensaver. Still, I just need to go in and switch out search. Search. switch these out so they aren't uppercase anymore. The case doesn't really matter. I just use those so it's easy to read in code that, oh, this is a define, as opposed to just a normal variable I did somewhere. That's the only reason I do that. I learned that when I started learning to code. So, and this is drops total. Let's make sure everything works. Yep, looks like everything works. Let's check it in the program. You just never know. There we go. So now we can change those variables in our options menu. Trail length is going to be a value between 0 and 11. What are we actually doing here? We're changing the max value. So I actually need to do this, comma, and this is length, drop length max. It's just the max value that we're going to be changing. And then this, we can actually update this one too. Percentage %d, and this is total, drops total, like that. Our code color, oh, this actually is not true. It isn't black, that's the background color. Let's finish these. Let's finish these before we do that. Trail burn-in. Yeah. Trail burn in. This is we may need to update that line based on if the leave trail, I think that's the name, trail. Yeah, the leave trail variable is correct. Or on or off. Let's see here. Is there a way I can do that here in code? I think there is actually. I gotta go research it though. I haven't done it in a while. There's a way to do a inline if statement in C code. C code, inline if. Let me pull up tab. We can find that here really quick. It's commonly referred to as conditional operator, inline if, or ternary if. An expression A, question B, if A is true, then B otherwise C. I think that evaluates to B if the value is true, otherwise C if it's false. So this side's true, this side's false, and we're checking this variable. And that's good because we're dealing with a Boolean at the end of the day. It's just a 0 or 1 value. So we should be able to do that. Oh, it doesn't make sense here, does it? Let's see here. Oh, wait, I think I can do it. We just do a string right there. And this is leave trail. So leave trail, question mark. If it's true, it's this, or this character. Else, it is a space. Let's see if that works. That'd be cool if that worked. Never tried this before. Leave trail undefined. Oh, we gotta move. Leave trail to the outside. Or put it in our header file so it's easily accessible. Let's just do it here. Like that. Oh my goodness, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Option. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Pause. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, why is my code stacking up like that? Oh, I need to do line breaks. Pretty sure. Do I need to do line breaks? I can't remember. Yep, I gotta do line breaks. Sorry, I've done this plenty before, but I've been doing some bash coding, and if you're working with native bash, you can't use line breaks. And so basically it does the line break naturally when you do another echo statement in bash. And so let's take a look. It kind of sucks that we can't do that. Does it show up as valid? Let's see here. Warning, format S expects argument of type character or pointer, but argument 3 has a type int. Do I need to cast it? Can I do this? I've never done this before. Make clean. Make. Yeah, it doesn't like that, does it? Yeah, so I don't think I can do this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do an if statement. If leave trail equals 0, then it is this. Else if it's 1, then it's this. So that's what I was trying to do, but should be fine now. Pause. Yeah, and it's off right now, so let's add a couple spaces, or at least let's add one space right for now before everything. Okay, so the next one is background color, and it's going to look like this. So this is BG color. And I assume that's all lining up. Yep, that's lining up. No, it's not. There we go. Now it's lined up. And then random BG color. So we're going to do this again. RND space RND BG color. There we go. There's that. Don't need you. And we need loads of echo. Still? There shouldn't be any echo. Let me double check. I have to turn this off. Hey, Mike. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Sounds fine on my end. Hi, Matt Smith. You're not trolling me, are you? I did have some echo for the first 40 minutes. So if you're before 40 minutes into the video, or you haven't reached 40 minutes, there will be some echo. But if you're talking to me right now, it should be fine. Oh, and I just realized we didn't go back to code. Sorry about that. Gotta get better at this switching. Remembering to switch. What I need to do is reorganize where my switcher's at. But good morning. Right now we're working on a menu for the Matrix screensaver. So soundbar and TV. Random. Okay, we're gonna do a new variable called random. Yeah, random BG color, like that. Just define that up here. Equals 0, and then in our header file, and we'll declare it. So there's that. What's next? And random messages. That's another toggle. Random. And it's not random massages, it's random messages. Okay. That's lined up. That's lined up. And this is random. Messages. There we go. And we do the same thing for that one too. And this will start out as 0 when we go in. And we need to make it global by declaring it in our header file, like that. Okay. That should all be set up now. Let's go take a look, see what it looks like. Yeah, there's our menu. We're going to add a space up here at the top. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. So we need 9 lines. That's how big that's going to be. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe what we'll do for the colors, what would be cool to do for the colors is just you push left or right and it goes between the different colors, and then you push up and down on the D-pad. So maybe I'll reorganize this so all of our toggles are at the bottom. Toggles and numbers are at the bottom. Oh yeah, in fact, this may be the way to do it. Because what I'm thinking also is actually wrapping these in arrows so the user knows that they can shift those left and right as well. Maybe I'll do that here as well. Yeah, that should work. That should be enough information. Okay, where's our longest? I think, let's see here. Column 23 minus 50 is 27. I don't think I can drop this down anymore, so we're kind of stuck with that. Okay, what I was going to do is resort this. So this is up here. And we're going to add another break. We're going to add a break there. So there's a space there and a space there. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines. So we need 12. So we're going back up to 12. See what that looks like. Then we'll start adding some functionality here. Oh yeah, that looks better. And what we'll do is we'll just use an asterisk to indicate which color they're manipulating there. And then asterisks are used for the toggles, and then this will just be a left and right. So let's change let's do let's do the code drops first. Let's see if we can change that. So down here in our while loop, oh, we need an option selector. So that's going to be right here. It's just going to be an arrow like that, which means we need to add 2 more spaces to everything. Working with text like this it's kind of fun. It's not very automatic. It feels like old DOS or just console menus, that kind of stuff. So, okay. So up and down. Oh, that doesn't work. Because when they change the RGB, so they'll hit left or right to select this. I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know. The other way we could do it, no, that won't work either. Well, maybe what they could do is they could hold down A, B, or C for RB and RB or G. That's going to confuse people, but I'm going to keep it that way because that's how the Jag works. And what it does is it highlights which one you're modifying, and then you push up or down, and so it cuts off movement for this. And so we'll need another toggle to lock the controller when A, B, or C is pressed on those option values. Yeah. Anyways, we need some more variables to control our menu. So int menu selection, and this will default to 0, so it'll always be at the top. And we're kind of assuming that by adding the arrow here before we update anything. So let's add that in first. So when the user presses joypad up, menu selection, we need to do an if statement. So it wraps around to the bottom. I like doing wraparounds on menus. So if menu selection is equal to 0 already, we set it to our max value, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will go to value 6, like that. Else, you just menu selection minus. So it'll just go up the menu. And then we do a similar thing for down. So I'm just going to copy this. So if down, oh, I need to reset. Find an example of that. I forgot what. Yeah, I need to reset our controller delay every time we press something. Like this. There we go. Now if we go down, we need to do a check if menu selection is already equal to 6, then we set it to 0. Like that. Okay. Then we need to run an update. So when we press up, we need to run console. We need to seek to a position in the console. Console 1. We need to seek to position 0 plus 32, which is the width of our console, times by menu selection, like that. And that will give us our line that we're going to. And I'm going to wrap that all in parentheses and give it an offset, which I believe is just 1 right now. Plus 1 and seek set. We're just setting the seek to that, and then we can print. So f print f to console 1. We can print our arrow. We need to erase our arrow too, but let's just make sure this is working before we do that. It should just go, oh whoops, it is working. Definitely working. I was pointing it to the wrong console. We're doing console 2. Console 1 is our menu title, so I shouldn't be manipulating that. Let's try it one more time. This should work. This should work. Pause. Yeah, it kind of works. Oh, we need an offset because we're not doing this top line. This is just padding for our box. So we need to do +1 this is always going to be +1, I believe. +1 there times 32. Yeah. I don't think I need that 0 now that I'm looking at this. It's kind of silly. There we go. That's better. Oh, but we have to account for... Darn it. This is going to be more trouble than I thought it would be. So we're going to do another function here. Matrix menu cursor. Cursor position. Matrix update. Menu cursor position. Yeah. We're going to move this all inside because this is going to take a lot of room. Because we're going to create if int menu selection. We're going to bring in our menu selection. If menu selection is equal to 0, and then we're just going to tell it exactly where to put the arrow for each case. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We need to erase the arrow too, but that's going to be a little more difficult. Maybe what we'll do is for each case we'll just erase before and after, call it good. Else if, we're going to have to update all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, 3, 4. This is why I'm putting in a function. 5. Wait a second. How many menu options are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. Got to do one more. 7. And then I might as well just hard code this. Oh, no, I can't. So this one is 0 plus 1. Then this is line, it skips 1, so 2. And then what is the third option? And then it drops to our normal stack, but it skips another one. So this is 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. That should work. And we need to erase everything here, which is a little more work. You know what I could do? I could just, no, let's try to be efficient with this. What we're going to do is erase things first. So we're going to seek to position the last position, which is 8, and erase that one first. And that's just going to be like that. And then we go to, and then the second one, which is 2. 2. And we do a similar thing for our other things. I was expecting this to go a bit faster, but we may not even get to the fun stuff today. But I'm just not quick that way. This will be 0, and this will be 4. That. And then this one will be 2 and 6. Then things are going to start changing here a bit. This is going to be 4 and 5. Oh, no, I've already screwed up. Okay, this wraps around, erases it there because we do the wraparound. And then it does the one after, and then it fills in on the line we're at. This one does, yep, that's correct. One after, this one does the previous one, and then the one after the one we're currently on, which is 5. That's where I screwed up. 5. And then this one gets rid of 4, and then does 6. This one gets rid of 5, and then does 7. And then it wraps, or no, not quite. This one does 6 and erases 8. And then this one erases the previous one, 7, and then wraps around and erases the first one. Let's see if this works. This is a void function. Gotta declare it in our header file here really quick. Like that, and actually run it in our program. Right here. Like that. And pass the menu selection variable in. There we go. Plus it. Run it again. Missing terminate 453. Go 453. Oh, it'd be cool if this worked right out of the box. Hey, look at that. So close. I'm not getting to the last one for some reason. Let's see here. That's line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Oh, was there a? I think there was another break. Oh, no. There's no more breaks. It's just those 2. I may want to add another break, but... So that's correct. It's starting the right one there, and then it skips 1 and goes to 2. And this should skip 3 and go to 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, actually need to... So it looks like that, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's close to that. So there's one space there. 0, 1. Oh, but we're offset. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be working. 8 right there. Huh. Why isn't it? Six options. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our problem. No. That's right. Because 0 through 6 is 7 options. That's correct. Equals 0. Down is plus, up is minus. Huh. That is strange. It's like we're not getting... So it wraps around to 0 and knocks out. Yeah, it should be getting rid of 8, which is this right here. There's something I'm missing. Something I'm missing. That seems to be working fine. Why isn't it going to the last one? Oh, that's why. This needs to be 6. There we go. Because it never gets to 7. Just put in the wrong number. Typo. It should work now. There we go. That's working. Okay. So let's do code drops. Now that we got that. So we need to create another function. So for left and right movement, copy this. And if left, and we're going to just have this go into another function as well. We're going to call this matrix update option. We'll just call it that. Like that. And add that. This is right. Got a new function we're going to add down here. It's a void of type void. And there we go. And we have to bring in our menu selection here as well. Menu selection. If yeah, we'll just do an if else statement. Menu selection is equal to 0. Then run code. Run the code. And we'll do some else ifs for all these, which is basically a switch case statement, except you can't have drop through, but we don't need drop through for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 options, right? And I should probably name these so I can get around a little bit faster. 3, 4, 5, 6. So code color, background color, code drops. Code color, background color, code drops, and I believe it's code length after that, right? Oh, there is one more I want to do here. See, this is why I wanted to figure this all out. Speed. So we need to add another option here. let's go ahead and name these before I do that. So code drops, trail length. Trail length. Trail burn-in. Random background color, random BG. Trail burn-in. Random background color. And random message. Okay. And we're going to add a new one in here, and we're going to add it code drops, trail length. We're going to add it in here. Trail speed or code speed. That's what we're going to call it. And this is menu selection. This will be, and see, this is why it's important to figure this all out beforehand, because now I have to go through here and update all these values. And our menu is going to loop at different points now. It's going to go to the 8th value, and yep, like that. I guess I should set a min and max, but this is going to go down one more line. And I really should be naming these as well, but we'll just go down here. So code speed will be 4. This is our new 4. So this is 5, 6, and 7. We need to add in our new 4 and code speed. I'm going to start naming this. Let's see here. 4 to 6, and this is when our menu normalizes here. I believe. Yeah. We also need to add it in up here. Code speed. Like that. And this will be code speed. We need to add a new variable because of this. Code speed equals, I don't know what it is right now, how I'm doing that. Let's go take a look and see how I'm doing that in my init function. Length move delay, so that's how I'm doing it. Move delay, so it's a minimum of 3 right now, and it can be anywhere between 8 something else. So what we'll do is we'll do like 0 to 16. So we'll set it to 8 for now. Add it as a global variable for this context. And yeah. And we'll do all those min-max checks inside of our new function that we're building once we get this all updated. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on line 6 now. Code speed. Yeah, I may need to just rebuild this. Okay, that's looping correctly. I just need to step through where we made the change, which is after 3. So there's our 2 RGB values, then our first erases that, sets 4. Erases 4, erases 4, goes to line 5, and erases 6. Goes to line 6, erases 5 and 7, goes to line 7, erases 6 and 8, goes to line 8, erases 9 and 7, goes to line 9, erases 0 and line 8. Okay, I think code speed undeclared, go, code 301. Code speed. Pause. There we go. I think we're good. Okay. What I need to do, kind of like having it go to a color there. We just need to cut this down to a much darker gray so it isn't so distracting like that. And then we'll have it fade back by uncommenting hue. Oh yeah, and we can, yeah, this will work. This will work great actually. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, now let's start having some fun. Code drops. We need to affect code drops. So we created our new function down here. And did we declare it? I don't think we declared it yet. Yeah, we didn't declare it yet. There's that. So it isn't an implicit declaration anymore. Code drops. So if update option, and we're going to do int left right, and this will just tell us if we press left or right. It'll make it easy. Code drops. Let's do that. If left right is equal to 1 or 0, that's if they're pressing left, then we're going to do, is it just called code drops? I think it's just called code drops, or drops total. Drops total minus minus, but we need, and drops total is greater than, let's do something a little bit higher, like 4. So they can't go below 4. Yeah. Minus minus. Equals, and then if it equals 1, so if they're pressing right, then we're adding plus plus, and we got to make sure it's less than 64, like that. And then we need to update the line. So code speed, I really need to go name these. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's line 4. So we find line 1 where 4 is being updated right here. We can seek set this like this. Seek set, and then we update it. But we need to update it at the right position. How can we figure that out? Well, we can just go count how many characters in it is. So we're setting to the right position, and this is our offset, so we'll need to just change this number to, and we just count, code drops, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Actually, we're going to do this. We're going to update this whole thing. Let me recount that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 16. So at point 16, we're going to rewrite that whole thing because it may be double digits eventually, and so, yeah. Drops total, like that, and it just updates. Yeah, that's fine. Too few options to 376. Fine, 376. We gotta tell it go 376. There we go. We got to send in our menu selection and if it's left or right. And so in this case it's 0. And then down here, it is 1 for right. Too many arguments. Oh, I need to update our declaration in our header file. There we go. And add a semicolon. There we go. There we go. Got it. So if we come down here to code drops, we should be able to affect that. And right now it's not going to do anything when we leave, but we can go up and down. I wanted to make sure it caps it 4. It should cap it 4. And oh, that didn't work, did it? So let's do this. Since it goes to single digits, we need to, it didn't get rid of that caret because it's not erasing it. We just need to add a space there, and that should be fine. Okay, so now what we want to do when we exit the menu, find out where we exit the menu, matrix pause, so we're exiting here. We need to destroy all of our drops. And we actually do that elsewhere when we leave the screensaver, and so we can take that and use the same thing, which is right here, unload the drops. And then we'll load them again as well. So when we leave the pause menu, we unload the drops, and then we need to load them again before we go back in, because we updated how many drops there are. Oh, we have a problem. We have to keep an old value for the drops. And what we'll do is we'll update the old, because we're changing the live value, and so if we exit not having the old value, it won't destroy the drops, enough drop structures, or too many. It can happen either way, so that's okay. We'll just add one more variable to track that. Not a problem. Load the new drops, and then so right when we come into the matrix pause menu, what we'll do is we'll set a variable called drops total old equals drops total. Save in case the number of drops changes. Yes, and then we come here and we declare it. And I'm not going to initialize it because it'll be initialized eventually. But this should 394. Go 394. Oh, we need just a variable up here for I. Int I equals 0 for those 4 loops. Pause. If we drop this down, and we may design this so if you hold it down, it'll scroll a little bit faster. And then if we leave, so if I hit pause again, there should be only a few going now. There shouldn't be that many. I think it's still doing 64. Wonder why it's doing that. Not sure why. We're adjusting drops total. Let's do this. Let's search drops total like that. Find every... there's our problem. We're still using that old define total. In fact, do I even still have that? Yeah, I need to get rid of these. Min, max length, we'll get rid of those. And that way, now it should tell me that there's an error because it doesn't exist, but we're going to go through this anyways. Drops total and just make sure I think everything has been changed. Save that. Run it again. Undeclared. Yeah, we missed one. 67. Go 67. So this is a problem here. Actually, I don't think we need this here. We're fine taking that out. I'm pretty sure it'll still work. Because it's just a pointer at the end of the day. Or it won't work at all. It's not good. Why wouldn't this work? This shouldn't matter. Well, what I can do is we can leave that in. And this is our max, and so that's fine if we're defining that. As long as we don't go beyond that, we'll be okay. So that should be working. Let's see if this updates properly. What I should do is clear the screen. I can run a quick command to do that. It's not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got it. And those old ones are staying on there because we haven't cleared the screen. But yeah, I think that is working. I think there's 3 or 4 going on. Yeah, there's 4. Cool. Let's add a little clear screen function. Wait, display, refresh. I don't know if this is how you properly use this. Clear screen, and this is a matrix screen. I think that's what it's called. And then vsync like that. That should clear the screen when we leave. I want to keep the matrix up there when they're in the pause menu in case they're changing the color. But if we change this, drastically change it, back down to 4, yeah, it clears it. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 drops. So yeah, that's working just fine. Let's bump it up to like 24. Cool. It's working great. Okay. What should we do next? Code drops. I don't want to work on... Well, I kind of do want to work on the code color here. I think we need another variable, int up. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? I may have ran into a problem here. I'm just thinking through it. Give me a second. I didn't want to have to do any controller stuff in here, but it looks like I might have to. and I can. I think all I need to do is pass in the my global variables to do it. Let me go double check that. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I need to do. I don't want to do that though. Shouldn't be that complicated. Because I'm doing it out here. Oh no, I think this will work. Let's do this. Up, down. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the colors, huh? So I need to wrap this into another if statement. Because what I was thinking is you hold down A, B, or C to lock red, green, or blue, and then you push up and down to do that. And so we have to use A, B, or C to lock the cursor movement so we don't change which option we're affecting. So, and I can do this out here. I'm just not sure. I can't remember how to do a not. Should we pad A? Oh, I can do this the other way. I can move this into an else statement. Let's do that. That may be simpler than trying to figure out. I've done it before. I can never remember. I always have to go dig through the removers library source code to see how it's setting the bits for the controller thing, and I just don't want to spend the time doing that now. I know it can be done because I have done it before. But what we're going to do is if it's any of these keys, then or B. Oh, wait. Yeah, this works. This works. I'm just worried about this controller delay counter locking the button. It should be fine. This should work. Oh, wait, no. I don't think this is going to work. Yes, this is going to work. I'm going to have to do an additional if statement, though, to get this to work. And then we're going to just update menu selection. And we're just going to pass in a -1 on our left and right because we're not worried about that for this. But we will be passing in the menu selection. And we need to do this up here as well. On our up. If, and then else. That. Okay. -1. Yeah, this will work great. I believe this will work great anyways. So we're going to do our code color first. So if darn it, I am going to have to pass in the global variable. Yeah, it will simplify things if I do that. So let's do that. Let's pass it in. global settings S, settings pointer to S structure, like that. And then we can just do, excuse me, check here, because that's being updated outside, so I don't need to update it again. This right here. We can switch these out. So now it knows if it's left, we're going down, left, and right, we're going up. And yeah, this is just S now, like that. Okay, and then I need to update our declaration and then our instances of this function in code. Let's just do a quick search like that. This is just S. Right, that's all we're passing in, right? Is S? Yeah, S. S. And technically, I don't have to even do this, but I don't know. Helps you keep track of that global variable and where it's actually going to, which is useful. Let's see what I missed. 400. 100. There we go. S. Go 533. Oh yeah. Let's just do this for now. Make sure this is working. Pause. Make sure it's still working still. Yeah, so it's still working. Now that we're passing that in. Cool. Okay. And now we can do our joy checks here as well. So if they're pressing A, we want to select red. Select red for manipulation. Like that. And so if A is selected and they're pressing, then we need to do up and down. So if it's up, we are minusing it. Okay, we got to figure this out now. Oh, how can we do this? This is code color, right? Oh, we actually have to do a lot because we have 5 values in the color lookup table that we need to change. To create the fade of so the trail behind the drop, it fades out on the last 2 or 3 characters, and so we have to update all those in the color lookup table. So we do need to cap how far. Well, not necessarily. We can just make them all go to 0 if we want it to be black, which is going to look a little funny on solid colors, but we can make it work, I think. Okay, what we need to define first is the first color, which is this one. Wait, no, not that one. Second color. So we're going to be changing these. This will always be white. Maybe. All these variables to think about. Do we want to keep it white? Yeah, let's keep it white. We're only going to affect 2 through 5 in the color lookup table. And what we'll do is we'll just be changing 2, and then the rest will be based off of 2. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. So if they press up, Tom Rags, Clet 1, ID 2. I guess I need my current value, huh? Can I do this all in one line? I might be able to do this all in one line. We're gonna try. No, I can't do this all in one line. We just need the red. So what we can do is int red equals we isolate red by ANDing 0x. I need to pull out my calculator because it's 556. That's our color scheme. So binary, we do 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. It's F8. So F8, 0, 0. What we're doing is we're masking the bits that we want to keep. Yeah, we're masking the bits that we want to keep. Is there an easier way to do this? Yes, there's an easier way to do this. There is an easier way. Let's do this. So we're going to create another global variable for this context. This is probably bad code, but whatever. Int, this is matrix code color. And we're going to give it 3 values that are actually unsigned 8-bit integers. Like that. And we're going to define that right before we initially set up. So right here. So before, yeah, so we're basically taking, let's see here, 63, yeah, we're taking these colors here. Clut, so values, so the first value will be our red value, which in this case is 0 for that one, equals 0. I'm going to be yeah, 0. That's fine. And then our blue is going to be 0, and our green is going to be 63, which is max on the green, like that. And then what I can do is we just swap these out for this. Yeah, like that. 2. Make sure that's changed to 2. And this is 1. And then we have to decide how we want to calculate all of these. So this 32, this is basically half. It's not perfect. So we take this, divide it by, let's just do half, divided by 2. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one, we have to, this is divided by 2, but it's in parentheses. And then this is divided by 2. Like that. And we'll be reusing this. This is why I'm kind of working this out right now up here before we change our code down below. In fact, I'm just going to copy this. 16 is 1/4. So we divide everything by 4. already screwed up. This needs to be 0, that needs to be 0, 0, 0, 1, 2. And this is an eighth. Divided by 8. Divided by 8. And divided by 8. Like that. And I want to make sure this is good, so I'm going to comment out. Actually, this is fine. We can, oh no, I got to comment that out. Make sure it builds with that and that the colors are being set correctly. Yeah, looks like they're being set correctly. Good. Okay. So now that we have this, what we could do is write a little function that just automatically updates it. This is matrix update code color. Like that. Yeah, and this is all it is, so we don't have to rewrite this every time, because what we're going to be doing is updating these values in the array, and then we'll run this, and then we'll just update all of our lookup table colors for each ID that we want to change. Easy. Easy, easy. Should be easy. We'll find out. Make that a void, and then we have to declare it. Like so. And then we can invoke it here, like that. And then we can update. So we're updating red, right? So let's matrix. So matrix code color 0, and this is up. So we want to plus it like that. We do need a check. So if matrix code color 0 is less than 31, then we can plus it. Yep, that's good if it's going up. Yeah, this is cool too, because we're going to be able to put in the values for everything in our menu as well and update our menu appropriately. Let's go ahead and do down while we're here. Down for red, and then this is greater than 0, minus, and update the matrix code color like that. In fact, no, I only want to do it when they press up and down. I don't want to constantly be updating that. There's no need to do that. And that's why we put it in a function to reduce how much code we have to write. So that should work out great. In fact, right now it should change, but I want to update the menu first before we do that, so we can actually see it updating. So matrix code color is our first. It's line, well, it's technically line 0, which is this one. So we're going to copy that. And when, yeah, we can update that every frame. That's fine. This doesn't take up as much. Okay. And we need our offset for the number, which is right. Find my menu. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Yep. At position 18. And we will be putting in a integer that is matrix code color 0, like that. And that should be updating that every time on line 0. Whenever we go up or down while holding A. See if we can get this. This may not be the best way to do this. So if we're holding A, oh, look at that. It's working. Goes up and down, caps, and we're actually going to use, A is fine, 31. And then if I let go of A, I can toggle again, like that. And then if we go out, oh yeah, you can already see it changing. There we go. It's working. We have a yellow matrix. Oh, we gotta update it so it's the right value, but it should just automatically update. So yeah, and you can see it shift colors right there. Pretty cool, huh? That is pretty cool. I'm gonna adjust a few things. I want my gray here at the beginning to be a little bit, where are you? There's the matrix pause. There it is. Just want it to be a bit 1, 1, 2, like that. And then here we're going to update these values. These will be d % space. Yeah. Oh no, %d. There we go. I thought that looked wrong. And then matrix code color 0. Let me just do our 3 color values, 2 and 1. That should work. I darken the gray background when we go to the pause menu a little bit too. Okay, yeah, there we go. So only red's working right now. So we're going to do the rest of these values. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to paint a asterisk for which color we're manipulating, so we know which one we're manipulating. Okay, so we did, that's for A. We can actually simplify this even further. X. What I'm going to do is create a variable int button selected button selected button equals 0. A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. Because we only need to run this once. Like this. Actually, no, we're going to do 3 here. This is 0, 1, 2. Let's just set it 0. I'm not going to risk doing something outside of array. If, and then we go selected button equals 0. do this 2 more times, else for the other 2 buttons, else A, B, C, and B, and this is 1 and 2. And the reason why I did that is so we can just run this. Oh, darn it, doesn't work. It doesn't work because we have a different max value. We can change that. We can set up a variable for that as well. So we'll do that here in just a second. If so, int max color value equals 32. 64, or sorry, 31 and 64 is less than, this is 31. Color value, we just put that there now, and then here on red and blue it's going to be 31, and on green it's going to be 63, like that. Okay, fixed. The last thing is this, is our offset here. It's going to be 18 plus selected button times by, and we just need to find the offset, times by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, times by 4. Times by 4. Yeah, that should work. Select a button. Yeah, that should make it so we can change all the colors now. Get some code on screen so we can see the colors change. Pause. So if we hold down A, that should affect our red. B, oh, that's not working. C, it's kind of working. Red is still working. Okay, why aren't you working? Selected button changes. I don't think, is it just not writing to the right place? Select a button, because then this becomes 1, 8, 18 plus 4 is 20, or 22. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. That should be working fine. Oh, it's not actually updating it. No, it is. Ah, there's our problem. Selected button. That should be it. Get some code on screen again, and there's our blue and our green. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Ooh, look at that. That's fun, huh? So now we can change the code color. Like that. Uh-oh. Why do I have... Why is that shifted? Oh, this is going too far over. That's why. Let's see here. There we go. I think that'll do the trick. We have just enough spaces there. I gotta test it. Yeah. Let's bump up the red to double digits, blue to double digits. Yeah. Okay, we're fine now. In fact, I can bring this one more closer, like that. Right? What if it's 0? Where are you? Where am I knitting those? Oh yeah, that's right, it's up here somewhere. Yes, right there. 4. Let's see what this looks like. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that green's really dark. It's kind of cool seeing those white drops going down. That's neat. Okay, that's fine for now. Let's keep going. So that was actually a lot more concise than I was expecting it to be. That worked out great. Select blue for population. And green. Okay. There's that. Our menu's fine. I just need to copy this. And we can do this for our background color as well, which is going to be a bit tricky. I'm going to have to set up something similar to what we did with the code color. Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm setting the background color right here. So yeah, we just got to do the same thing. Matrix background color. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a global variable called matrix background color. And the reason why I'm using an unsigned 8-bit integer rather than a 32-bit integer is that's what the background and color lookup table values are looking for, is an unsigned 8-bit integer. And so this way I don't have to cast anything. Casting is just when you try to plug in two variables of different types, you can cast the variable you're trying to set or to use to set another variable of a different type, and you cast it so it treats it as if it's the same type that you're trying to set. If that made any sense. I think that's what it's for. I'm pretty sure. It seems like I've read that at some point. So up here, matrix background color 0 equals, I'm doing the same thing, red, blue, and green. In this case, they're all going to be 0 when we start. 2, 1, like that. And this one's going to be a bit more simple because we don't have to do any of that division that we did with the drop fade. Just like that. In fact, this is so easy. What I'm going to do is we're just going to set the Tom register directly in here, right here. This is going to be Tom register and the background color, like that. Oh, we should do the fade 2 color as well, huh? S fade 2 color. Just so when we're coming out of the screensaver back to the main menu, it does that properly. Yeah. It's only 4 lines of code, so it isn't too much more. And then we need to go through and change these. Our selected button's the same. Oh, you know what? In fact, I only have to. We'll double up on that. That's fine. Background color. We just got to swap all these out. And we have to change our line. So it isn't line 0, it's line 2, if I remember correctly. And we got to update this as well. Update that. Comma. Might as well just copy and paste this. Let's swap those out. Matrix, background color. We should be good to go. That should be it. Yeah. Let's give it a good old college try. So setting this gray value isn't going to work anymore. Which we do right in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. This is just for debug. Let some code come down. Pause. And now, if we hold down A, yep, there we go. That was easy. And then we want yellow on purple because that looks awesome. See, it's gonna look a little funny because it fades out to black each time. I guess I could do a check so it actually fades out to whatever the background color is. Oh, that would be complicated. That would take me a while to figure out. We're not going to worry about that. But yeah, there you go. You can change the color. It's kind of fun, huh? It would be cool if it faded to that other color, though. I'm just not sure how I would calculate. It'd be a vector for all the colors, and so you would have your starting vector, which is the yellow, and then your end vector, which is the purple, and then you'd go for between red for each one, red, green, and blue for each channel. You'd create a vector and then divide that vector as much as you could. You would divide the difference. Let's see here. You'd figure out the difference between those two vectors. And then you would just do half, half, and half. Oh man, we might be able to do that. Well, it's 8:30, so I'm kind of out of time. So maybe we won't do that right now. Maybe we'll do it next time. But yeah, we got a few options working. Oh, that worked too. Let me change that again. Not that one. Let's do this. This, like that. Pause. That's working. And then if we hit option, it fades the background color. Cool. That's working great. And we haven't had any crashes, which is good news. So yeah, I think I could create a vector. 63. Because we have 2 points, and so yeah. Gosh, I almost want to try to do that right now. That'd be really cool if I could get that figured out. So for example, when we start out, our code is green, right? And it's fading to black. to our background color, which is black. Our fade to color. So we have both those. We have both vectors. And so we just need to figure out the difference between those and then divide it. But yeah, doesn't that look cool? It's awesome. I'll have to get this up on the web here eventually for people to check out. So I still need to add that asterisk for the background color, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's fun. That is a fun little screensaver, huh? Okay, yeah, I think I can do that. So right now, you see how it's fading to black on the last letter? I think, oh, there's a glitch going on right there. That shouldn't be happening. How it's fading to black there, I think I can design some code that so it'll take whatever the color, the brightest color of the drop code, the drops is, and calculate a fade to the background color because they're both 8-bit values. I should be able to do that. That would be awesome if I could do that. Oh, I almost want to figure that out right now. Can I do it all on one line? That's a good question. I think I could. I would have to separate out the background color before I did that, though. I'm pretty sure. Matrix background. Oh no, I'm already doing it. I'm doing it right here. So yeah, I can do, I can put this in parentheses. Minus matrix. No, I can't do it in line because so right now the matrix code is brighter than the background color, but if that swaps, I can't do just a simple minus to find the distance. Oh yes, I can. I use ABS. Let's see if I can do this in line. So get the absolute value. Hopefully this will work friendly with 8-bit unsigned integers. I assume it will. Matrix background code color 2, like that. And then we divide that all by 2. I think that would work. We can test this out really quick by setting just the this value to something other than just black. See if this works. It is working. It's the last one it's having trouble with. It is fading out. Notice there's a space before that last one. So I think it is working. Oh, this would be really cool to figure out. Let's see if we're getting any warnings. Making sure. Let's make sure. No, it's all good. So this is valid code. This works. Why is that last value darker though? Because now I can use this for everything. Oh, I didn't do it on the first one. Oh no, I don't need to do it. That's our first one. That's fine. Let's see here. Am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. 12. Why is that one darker? this is our white, and then our shades are divided by 8. I wonder, you know what I could do? Oh, no. That last value is our background color. We'll lose a value if we do it that way. That would be the easy fix, but it would only give us 2 values of shade, 2 shades before we reach our background color. I'd like to have 3. So why aren't you... What if we did like divide by 6 instead? Gosh, I think it is working. Because there's one character that's matching the background color. Oh, no? You know what I do? If we always add it, figure out the difference, divide it by 2, and then add it. It will never equal. Okay, I think I got it. H plus, because we need to make it relative to the darkest color. Matrix. This may not work if it's inverted. We'll give it a try. Change that back to 8. And add a parentheses here. It's cool that I'm doing this all in one line. It'd be easier to read if I broke it out. There we go. Got it. Nah. Cool. Let's see. I'll take a few more minutes here. Let's see if we can do it to the rest of this. So yeah, I just need to copy this for each value, and then do a shift the whole thing by 6. So we take that, add one more set of parentheses, and shift by 6. This is a little bit of a mess, but I think it will. And then we need to change these to 1. We only need to set this up once, and then I can copy and paste it to the other lines. Oh no, I can't. That's okay. And then this. Oh, wait. Divided by... I'm confusing myself now. Plus divided by 4. That's what that was for. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, I'm fine. That's divided by... No, that's right. These are divided by 2. And then... shift back over by 11, like that. Hey, good to see you, Lee. And I forgot to say hello to you, dataset user. Good to see you too. And I'm about to say goodbye, but I figured out something cool. I think will make this look awesome. There'll probably still be a bug somewhere, but at least in these narrow use cases, it'll look good. But okay, and then this is divided by 4, and then this is divided by 8, so we just need to go and change those values, and that as well. Okay, this is cleft 4 divided by 4, and 4, and 4. Then this one is divided by 8 for ID number 5. 8, 8, 8. Let's make sure that all still works. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and then we need to copy and paste this to our function below, and thank goodness I put this inside of a function so I don't have to write it 4 more times. This should just work now with whatever background. Am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything. So now if we go to our options menu for this, let's get some code on screen like that. Need to see more fading. There we go. So we can see the fade here and here. So if we change the code color, so like the green, oh, why isn't that working? Oh, that was red. We change that. Oh yeah, look at that fade. That is awesome. Okay, and if we change the blue, yeah, it does the same thing. It's not a great. It works though. It works. Go to red. It'll fade back to that green background color all the time. So now if we change the background color, so if I make it a red, it'll adjust. Now it looks like we're a little limited on that. Actually, oh, it's because we need to update it again. Yeah, there we go. I think it is working. We just have to come in here and update. No, it's not working. So there's something I'm missing still, but just maybe it's because we have no, all those values are brighter. It's hard to tell because color is relative to other colors around it. I feel like that should be updating. Well, let's see here. I'm updating the matrix background colors. What I need to do is run this along with these in here. Let's see, I don't think this is going to fix it because it should be updating that function anyways. So if we come in here, modify the red. Yeah, I wonder why that isn't working. What do you think about this? It's minusing that, getting the absolute value of red. Did I not change something that should have been changed? Ah, yep. Yep, that's wrong. That's why. This is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Here. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. 0, 0, 0. I just forgot to change these. It should work now. At least the red was not working correctly. 2, 2, 2. And I got to change that up here as well. 0. I guess I could just copy and paste it, but good to look at the code. Ah, that's wrong. Where are my gores? There they are. Yeah, this needs to be 6. Oh no, that's 11. That's 6. Okay, yeah, those are fine. 0, 0, 0, 0. We would be having probably a crash if those weren't correct. Or just weird colors if those weren't correct. Get some code on screen. There we go. It's working now. Cool. So it's calculating a vector in the color change, so it always ends up as the background color. I don't know what will happen, yeah, if we invert it. Some pretty cool behavior though. You get almost a rainbow look. Now there's still something. It's something wrong with my math. It's a min-max thing. So, well, is it? I'm actually not entirely sure why it's doing that, but anyways, it's still pretty cool, even with those slight color changes. It's doing its best to interpret a vector between this kind of greenish yellow to that purple. So I'm curious what happens if we invert everything. So if we go, oh, that didn't work. Something broke there. Something broke there. Oh, there's something breaking, I think. Yep. There is something breaking. So if we make this all white, and then this black, make all the text black, and then green. See what happens. It should give us a gray gradient, and I think it is. Kind of looks like it is. It's trying. There's still something weird going on with the last couple characters it doesn't like. And I think it is because we're inverting it, I have to change the math, so I may not be able to do this in line. But I can create a function that can handle all that once I figure out the logic behind it. But it is working to some extent. Let's do blue code. Yeah, because I'm calculating a distance in that vector, and you have to create some conditions for when they switch places. Holy crap, that's almost like a ZX spectrum or something. Uh-oh, there's something glitching out here. Something's not working as expected. That's pretty distracting, isn't it? There we go. Seeing that's fading a little bit better now. That is fun. See if I can get it to... That's cool. That's neat. Yeah, I need to think about that code, the math being done there to create that vector, but it is there. So that is cool. Okay. I gotta call it quits. I gotta get to my work day. But thanks for watching, everyone. Let's actually, one more thing. Let's upload that to the skunk before we or let's see here. Let's make reset clear the screen, and then sleep for 2.5 seconds, make, and then, or make clean, and then make skunk. And let me pull up the Let's Play so we can see that nice and big. This is actually running on hardware now, so there may be unexpected results. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there's that. It's running just fine. Let's drop the code drops a little bit. Oh, Why isn't that working? Huh. I broke something. Not sure what. Yeah. So we can alter everything here. Do blue. Maybe a little red. I like that. I don't know why I can't change the code drops. I broke something at some point. I'm not sure what. But yeah. There it is. It's working. That is weird. But that isn't working anymore. Anyways. Alright, I gotta get off. Good to see y'all. Thanks for dropping by. Lee, Matt, dataset user, Solarius, Matt Smith. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming again next week. I think we'll do some Let's Plays next week. I may go back to my like Tuesday code, Wednesday Let's Play or something like that, because I'm actually kind of excited about getting the rest of these options in and figuring out that the logic for calculating that fade so it works with any background and any code color. I think I can figure that out. And then there's a weird bug going on there where a drop will just stop working. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Anyways, I don't know if you've noticed in the code that drops there is an Atari symbol or the Atari logo, the Fuji, and then there's an R, a Jaguar R. I made a little 8 by 8 pixel R with the 3 slashes. It's there too. But anyways, I'm just trying to spot one. It's random, and so there towards the right side near the top. Yeah, it was there. Anyways, okay. Thank y'all. We'll see you next week. Bye.